Well, hello, my dear friends. Today I just wanted to talk a bit about Tallinn, Estonia. I was there last summer. I haven't been to Tallinn for several times already since I live in Riga, which is in Latvia. It's like 300 kilometers down south from Tallinn. And you can see some sights, some things I shot from the old town and the city overall. But really, I wanted to talk about how it seems like Riga and Tallinn at the moment are on very different trajectories. Because you can see when you go to Tallinn that the city is developing, that everything is on a rise. That, of course, we in Riga also have very good historical heritage and a lot of old and beautiful grand buildings from before the World War One and that time. But in Tallinn, you can see a lot of new developments, new modern buildings, business going up and up, and overall quality of life. I'm not saying that it isn't the case with Riga too, because in Riga we've also seen salary rises and construction activity and overall improvement in the quality of life. But still, when you walk around Tallinn, you can see a lot more of such things happening. Well, maybe not in this shot that I show you at the moment, because well, not all the things in Tallinn too are pretty. But yeah, you can see that there's a lot of new buildings rising, new architecture, and a lot of activity. Take for example this Rotermany quarter that I spent some time in, and you can see in this video. And they also have, I think it's called Telliskivi area, which is more hipsterish, like some art district for young people, an active urban, like artists and everything like that. A lot of cafes, craft beer and breweries and stuff like that. But I like how they do these districts, these buildings, because previously they had industrial buildings here, some warehouses. So what they've done, they've took the old warehouses and factories, and they basically added just a few new floors, or just built new buildings next to them, like this one here in the video. But that gives it some kind of history. It's not just one new district that they built, not just one city block, some area. They've actually managed to preserve some of their history, and it's car free, it's bicycle friendly, very walkable, narrow streets. There's a lot of activities, cafes, and as you can see here, it's really beautiful. It's really well made, integrating the new buildings and the old ones. And that's what we actually lack in Riga at the moment. We have a lot of similar districts with the old, like, warehouses and factories that are still waiting for some transformation like this to happen. And I'd really love to see how we learn from Tallinn in this regard, and how we develop this to be similar, like here in Tallinn. And yes, it was just a pleasure just to go through all this district, just to look at the buildings, old and new, and simply wonderful. Of course, I guess that the relative proximity to Helsinki, it's just 80 kilometers over the sea, I guess. From Tallinn, it gives Estonia and Tallinn some boost, and it's very nice. And when you leave Tallinn, you see all the old churches and the business district in the just background, leaving Tallinn. But they really, the Estonians, people of Tallinn, they really have done something to distinguish themselves, to have this fame of being IT leader in a lot of like governance and stuff like that. So Great job, Estonians, and I hope that we can use these lessons in Latvia too, and we can see some of this development in the coming years in Latvia too.